Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're driving through the Kingston and St. Andrew area. We are on Waterloo Road at the intersection of Waterloo Road and South Avenue. On the left, well, if we turn left we'd go on to South Avenue. Okay, this is like a commercial, well no, it's more a mix between commercial and residential, because on the left we have the Terranova Hotel, but if we turn right that takes us on to Devon Road, and there are a lot of homes, a lot of apartment complexes, and on Devon Road is the office of Devon Road is the office of the Prime Minister, which is at the back of Jamaica House, but you enter from Devon Road, and that's the official office of the Prime Minister of Jamaica. Now on the right is the Canadian Embassy. This intersection now is with Waterloo Road and West Kings House Road. On the left you have a plaza. It has a Fontana Pharmacy, a Wendy's restaurant, and a Starbucks. Now that piece of land was known as the Cholera Cemetery. Hundreds of years ago, when Jamaica had a cholera outbreak, that's where they buried all the persons that had cholera. So for many years, hundreds of years, nothing was done with that land. It just stayed idle because of the cholera cemetery. But recently, this building was built. Now, all the government agencies did their tests and they said there's no more sign of cholera, etc., etc. It's safe to build over there. So that facility was built. And it was built a couple years ago before COVID, and there hasn't been any outbreak of cholera, so I guess everything is okay. Alright, on the left is Mega Mart. We're coming up to the intersection with Annette Crescent, so if we turn right we'd go on to Annette Crescent, and that's a very large residential area. This is a very famous gully underneath. I don't remember the name, sorry about that. Okay, we're now on Upper Waterloo Road. If we turned right, we would have gone into the Drum Blair area, but we turned left and went on to Upper Waterloo Road. And as you can see, there are a lot of townhouse complexes, apartment buildings. Oh, that's a really nice one on the left. This one is new on the left. We're coming up to, and the name of it is Echelon. Very nice. This one is the Mano. Now, as soon as they build these apartment buildings or complexes, they're rented. So as fast as they can build, sometimes before they even finish building them, they're sold off. I mean, this area is very close to New Kingston. So in New Kingston, that's the financial district of Jamaica, the rental prices are going to be very high because it's in New Kingston. But now the Waterloo area is on the outskirts, so you find that the prices aren't as expensive. And the same way you probably can't find property in New Kingston to build more apartments, but on the outskirts you can find a lot of property that's a lot cheaper under the development. Okay, we're now at the intersection of Upper Waterloo Road and Shortwood Road. Now if we turn right on Shortwood Road, that would take us up to the Manor Park area, but we're turning left and heading towards the Constant Spring Road. This section of Shortwood Road is commercial. You have a lot of office buildings, manufacturing plants. Now we just passed over another gully. In Jamaica we have a lot of gullies, and that helps with the, like when it rains and the roads get, the drainage from the roads would lead into the gullies. You know, all the gullies are connected and they lead out to the ocean. So it's very important to keep the drains clear and the gullies cleaned, because if you have a lot of debris in the gully and it's not clean, the water from the drains run into the gully and then it can't run out, so the drains get backed up and then the roads flood, and that's a serious problem. And also when the drains get clogged, the roads just flood because the water can't flow into the gullies. So a lot of times you have, when flooding in Jamaica, it's not that the drains aren't, it's not that the road isn't built properly or the drains are inadequate. Okay, we just turned on to Constant Spring Road now. It means that the drains were not, I shouldn't say weren't clean, because the drains are clean, but the drains at that time were blocked. So what happens is, unfortunately, people, let's say they buy a lunch, it comes in a, drink comes in a plastic bottle, the lunch comes in a styrofoam container or a box. People eat it and just unfortunately throw it on the road. So though that water, that bottle and that, or the garbage, then when it rains, the garbage then goes into the drains and blocks it up. So even though, okay, look on the right, you can see these drains. Even though the drains are adequate, but the garbage blocks up the drains. And even though, there you can see some bottles on the outside of the drain. Even though when the garbage blocks up the drains, the water has nowhere to go, so it stays on the road and the roads get flooded. And then people turn around and say, oh, the roads weren't built properly. But it's not every case where you see flooding that the road was not built properly. Sometimes it's just the garbage that's blocking it up. And I'm looking, I don't know if you can see the drains from the camera, but I'm looking at the drains and there are a lot of bottles clogging up the drains as we're looking at it. Another problem is the drains have metal covers over them. People steal the metal covers and go and sell them to scrap metal companies. That's another major problem. So the covers would help to stop the garbage from getting into the drains, because it's like a cover with only holes for the water to go through. You can hear this car blowing us. Of course, it's a taxi in a hurry. That's just how they are. You just ignore them. Right, so when they steal the covers, the metal covers, to go and sell them, it allows more garbage to go into the drain. And there you can see what the drain looks like. Okay, we just turned left onto West King's House Road and we're heading back up towards the Waterloo Road. And this area has a lot of offices, some very nice office complexes, and a lot of restaurants. It's a commercial area basically. On the left is the same Fontana that was built on the Cholera Cemetery that we spoke about earlier. Actually, we can take a drive through. Very nice facility. And you have to love the progress that's going on in Jamaica. Okay, and Wendy's has a drive-through down here. Luxury place on the left. Straight ahead, that's Starbucks, and also the entrance to the pharmacy, but it's closed today. On the left is the Wendy's. I'm not sure if they're open today. More than likely. I don't see anybody. Yes? No? I don't know. Okay. So this is the facility we were speaking about earlier. And we're exiting onto West King's House Road. The government has done an excellent job in renovating these roads, especially the intersections. The population in Jamaica is much bigger now than when these roads were originally built, so the governments have done an excellent job in keeping the road infrastructure up to date and in line with the growing population in the country. Alright, so we're now on Waterloo Road, heading towards Upper Waterloo Road. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Remember to like, share and subscribe. Have a good day.